On today's show, I'm gonna try out some soup with a bang. I'm also going to be trying out some Swahili dishes, some biryani in the mix, and last but not least, it's off to try out some sushi.
I am Jacko Mamo, a man with an extraordinary appetite. When it comes to food, I only have one rule: always finish what's on the plate. I'm not a chef, but I love to see how great food is prepared before I sink my teeth into it. You could say I live to eat. I'm on a mission to sample simple yet special food prepared by people from all walks of life in and around East and Central Africa. They have to protect themselves. It is crocodile meat after all. You never know, it could snap. Show me how to cook it and I'll surely show you the best way to eat it. Prepare yourselves and ride with me to food heaven. Welcome to Food Heaven. My name is Jacko Mamo. Now listen, I know you're used to very many cook shows where they show you how to cook food, which is all well and good. I know it's good. But we're going to go a step further and show you how the food is eaten. Oh yeah, it's all about fine dining. And fine dining is not just about world-class restaurants. It's also about your Mamanjeri's Gideri ya Kuenda down the road at Yakibanda. Oh yes, we're going to be showing you how true taste of Kenya really is. And so why don't you just join me as you relax right there at your homes as I show you just what true food is all about in Kenya.
I'm on Jogo Road, Eastlands, where the jam sometimes is unbearable and sometimes people opt for a different mode of transport. 2 years ago, Mama Ann transformed her butchery into a no-nonsense restaurant serving a bombshell of a special. So here we are, it's Food Heaven. I'm in Shauri, Moyo, just off Jogo Road, and I'm going to be sampling some soup over here at Vision's Butchery and Restaurant. Mama Ann is going to be telling me a little bit about what her soup is all about, man. But let me tell you something, it's not your ordinary oxtail soup or chicken noodle soup. Some will even have mushroom soup, all nice and well. But today, we're checking all that out. Forget about those nice fancy soups. We're gonna have soup with a little kick in it. I'm talking about the head of a cow being put in some nice solution and all manner of magic worked in, and it all together brings in some fantastic soup that I'm gonna try. And I want us to see if I can hold it in. So there you go. It's all about soup today in Shauri Moyo. First off, I'm off to Bama Market to get our finger-licking ingredients. But not that, good Lord. No, I'm talking about cow's head. Yes, and that's just about it. So here we go, man. You know, the skin, we want the fur out. That's the whole idea for burning this thing. So it scrapes the fur out so you don't have any of that in your soup, which is important. But it also enhances the flavor. So there we go. This baby is gonna end up being some delicious soup. So I'm just gonna let him continue handling his biz. Yeah? Sour. Kwa hivyo Peter,
yeah.
Hii kitu kutayari sasa?
Bado kidogo, inakaa dakika 5 hivi itakuwa tayari.
Na inakaa ni kama inacheka.
Inakaa ni kama inacheka kwa sababu imeiva.
Na kuna watu wengi ambao hawapendi kuangaa hizo.
Kuna watu ambao
wakiona hii watakimbia.
Wakiona hii watakimbia, hasa wamama. Waoga sana kwa kitu kama hii.
So kwa hivyo ni kwa nini wewe unafanya hii kazi basi?
Hii kazi nilifanya kwa sababu ni kazi ya mikono yangu, kitu kama talanta.
Talanta? Ulianza lini?
Hii kitu nimeanza miaka 2 imeisha.
Miaka 2? Umekuwa ukichoma vichwa? Nimekuwa
nikichoma vichwa hasa ya ng'ombe na kondoo.
Na kondoo? Okay. Na kutoka saa hizi mpaka itoe supu, itachukua muda gani?
Kutoka saa hizi mpaka itoe supu ni kitu masaa 3 itakuwa salama.
Masaa 3?
Masaa 3.
Peke yake?
Masaa 3 itakuwa nimemaliza, alafu nimetumbukiza ndani ya sufuria, ichemke kali saa moja itakuwa sawa.
Okay. Listen man, he says 3 hours and we're going to have some amazing soup. I think I can wait that long to see this smiling cow's soup. So after the head is roasted, all the fur is scraped off and any extra bits are quickly cut off with a knife. in preparation for the next stage, which is a facial scrub and massage just to get the juices going.
Kunta.
Yes, Kinta Kunte. There's Kunta Kinte the father. I'm the Kinta Kunte.
You're the Kinta Kunte.
Yeah, man, the original one. Yeah.
All right, tell me something, Kinta Kunte.
Yeah, man.
I mean, interesting names. How long have you been taking soup at Mama Ant's?
Okay, it's a long time, like 4 months now.
Yeah, 4 months.
Shinsio.
Okay.
Yeah, we used to come here for the barbecue.
Listen, I've been watching the head of this cow get treated.
So here's what happens. The tongue is removed from the head, and it's delicate stuff because this tongue doesn't come cheap. It could be sold for as much as 400 bob. That's a pricey tongue. Yeah, finger licking goes both ways, by the way. The head is split into two and the brain is surgically removed with fingers. Akili sio bongo bwana. After which the head is placed in a big pot filled with other bones plus the tongue for extra flavor. So 20 liters of water is put into the pot and it boils until it reduces to half. At this point, he puts in more water to the fill. He repeats this process for 3 hours just to get it right. Add some red chilies to it. Then starts shaking. And she shakes. And she shakes some more. And she shakes again. At this point, even the dog is tired of waiting.
I can see some of the chili going inside there. Tosha. And it's still hot. Asante sana, asante. Take a look at this. Look, okay, the chili is floating. It looks like mushroom soup, doesn't it? It actually looks like mushroom soup. Let me see how this tastes. It has a kick to it. I can taste the chili. It is properly infused with the cow's head, if I can just use that term. And I can see why guys rush from all over Shauri Moyo to come and try out the soup over here at Mama Ant's place, Vision's Butchery and Restaurant. Nitamu. Yeah. Na ulianza tu hii mwaka? Amazing, man.
So that was it for Shauri Moyo. I had myself some ox head soup, which was fantastic, might I add. And I also learned how to get around in Shauri Moyo, man, to beat the jam. New mode of transportation. Next, I'm off to Pwani for some biryani and Japan for some sushi. In 1981, the late Mr. Omar, founder of Malindi Dishes, moved from Mombasa to Nairobi to establish his restaurant at the heart of the city, just off Gaborone Road. And with over 30 years of experience, you can find just about all the main dishes in Mombasa served right here. Other than Swahili dishes, Malindi Dishes also serves an array of Oriental, Arabic, and Afro-Ethiopian meals. So you know it is not just the Swahili style.
Food Heaven has just taken a trip down into town. I'm at Malindi Dishes. And let me tell you something. This baby over here has taken one long trip all the way from Mombasa down to town. And there's a reason why this baby is up here in my hand. It's going to make its way in here. Food Heaven. And I'm going to tell you what's special over here. Biryani. Everyone knows the coast has wonderful spicy food. And at Malindi Dishes, they are the best. At least that's what they tell me, and I'm going to find out once I eat. So how about we jump into the Swahili side, and let me tell you something else about Swahili. Some people say they know Swahili Mufti. Well, I know Swahili Sanifu. And if you're a kid out there in school, you want to take out a book, and you want to grab that pen, take notes, because I'm going to teach you the real Swahili, Sanifu. Ile kutoka Pwani. So let's wait and see how Malindi Dishes does this thing, okay? Right, it is Food Heaven, Malindi Dishes, that's where we are. I told you earlier that we're going to be sampling some delicious biryani. But just so that you know, I mean, the coast has tons of delicious food. And over here at Malindi Dishes, they serve that as well. I mean, there's mkate wa sinia, there's some Swahili sounding biryani, something. Listen, I'm going to let an expert talk about this better. There's my main man over here, Chef Abdul Rahman.
Mambo vipi mzee?
Mambo shwari kabisa.
Uko salama?
Niko salama.
Wewe ni wa pwani, si ndio?
Kabisa.
Na mimi ni wa bara. Lakini Swahili ni moja.
Swahili ni moja.
Basi hebu niambie sasa hapa Malindi dishes huwa mnapika nini nzuri?
Hapa tuna vyakula vizuri vya kutoka pwani kabisa, tukianza na samaki wa baharini. Wanatengenezwa vizuri kabisa.
Mnapikanga papa?
Papa hatufanyi.
Hamfanyi papa.
Papa
Lakini wewe mwenyewe umewahi kula papa?
Papa nishawahi kula. Acha kula kumpika aswa.
Kumpika. Umeampika. Papa.
Papa wa nazi.
Papa
Wewe mwenyewe
alipapa.
ukila wewe unasikia raha duniani wewe mwenyewe. Bila wasiwasi kabisa.
Safi. Kwa hivyo hapa mnapikanga biriani, si ndio?
Ndio tunafanya biriani.
Biriani, mnafanya biriani sio kupika.
Tunapika biriani. Manake kuipika utaipika, lakini je ikiiva utasemaje?
Oya, mnafanya biriani.
Ndio.
Si ni hiyo? Najua Swahili ni ngumu jameni. Lakini Abdurrahman, hebu tueleze hiyo step by step. Sasa hiyo ni Swahili. Step by step, hebu tueleze vile mnapika hii biriani. Unaanzaje? Well, I know Swahili sanifu. And if you're a kid out there in school, you want to take out a book and you want to grab that pen, take notes, because I'm going to teach you the real Swahili, sanifu. After constantly correcting ourselves speaking Costarian on the real Swahili sanifu. Sindio, nimesema vizuri? Haya, okay. So nionyeshe unatumia nini? What do you use?
Kwa tunatumia pia kitunguu, kuna
onions,
maji. Alafu pia kuna tangawizi na pamoja na kitunguu sumu,
ginger, okay. Garlic,
kuna dania hapa pia,
coriander, alright, for those who, you know,
pamoja na nyanya,
green pepper, you know, or bell peppers, tomatoes.
Karibu kabisa hapa.
This is something I love, okay? Chicken, one of my favorites. Okay.
Pia kuna
hii si kienyeji.
Hii si kienyeji.
Ni gani ni tamu kuliko nyingine? Inategemea pale uliishi. Pale ulilelewa. Onions are dipped into really hot oil and they fry until golden brown together with ginger and garlic. Tomato paste is also added and stirred until really sticky. And at this point, I thought to myself, are we cooking chicken or an elephant? Okay. Honestly, this looks like something that the fishermen use in this open sea. Ahoy! 4 freshly chopped tomatoes are added to give it more texture. And some green pepper. These together are stirred to avoid sticking at the bottom of the sufuria. After constant stirring, the flavors truly begin to emerge and the whole kitchen is engulfed in these flavors. He then adds masala ya biryani into the mix and our version of yogurt, maziwa lala. This helps to balance the acidity and also acts as a thickener. The chicken is finally introduced into the sufuria and it's stirred constantly for 15 minutes just to ensure that it cooks evenly. Nataka tupige ile speedy. Ile ambayo unafanya ile magic ya pwani.
Haina shida.
Haya basi, twende kazi, twende. So how about we get to find out one of our major customers over here. What's your name, sir?
My name is Victor Odhiambo.
Victor, how long have you been coming to Malindi dishes?
For a period of 5 years, I can say.
5 whole years?
Yes, I'm sure.
You must love the food.
Very much.
Yeah?
Yes.
So what's your favorite?
I love the pilau. Biryani is equally good. Pilau is my best.
Oh.
I will say that.
Okay.
And, you know, sometimes you think this food is just for Africa. For the Swahili people, I mean the coastal guys.
Right.
Really, this food is just good for everybody, whether you are from a country or from Mombasa. Like me, I don't come from Mombasa.
Finally, it was time to eat the food. So the food is in front of me and it smells as good as it looks. As a matter of fact, I already feel as though I'm eating this thing. But I tell you what, the chicken has been put well on top of wali, which is my fancy word for rice. And let's just dig in and see what we're dealing with. I can taste the version of yogurt, the maziwa lara, and it tastes good. Now to have some of the chicken. I don't try and dig in here without messing my hands. Let's see. Oh, it's a little messy. Oh. I'm gonna get it. I'm going to get it. Okay. Finally, a piece comes out. Let's see how this is. As I took my first bite and got my chow on, I thought to myself, forget the Swahili, forget the mufti business. I mean, this is the real tamu tamu in my mouth. So if you feel like jumping into some beach shorts and having a little bit of the coast feel, come over to Malindi Dishes and try out the biryani. It is going to take you to another world. But right now, it's time for me to go to the Phonecian for some Japanese sushi. The Phonecian is originally Lebanese, but they introduced Japanese cuisine and have been operating in Kenya since the year 2000. Now they serve world-class food in a world-class setup and have well-traveled customers, just like me. I mean, Jogo Road is very far away from here when you think about it.
Right now we're at the junction of Gong Road where the Phonecian restaurant is. Now the Phonecian is a Lebanese restaurant, but I tell you what, they also serve Japanese food, and that's what we're going to be sampling. Sushi, raw fish, something I know I'm gonna love. So how about we check these guys out?
When you eat a Japanese sushi, you have to look like a Japanese old man. Very serious. Very, very serious.
So right now we're in the sushi bar where we're going to learn about sushi, and then I'm going to eat the sushi, and that's a big one. But first, I need to introduce you to the chefs over here. On my right, we have all the way, it must be from Japan, right?
No, from Philippines.
You're from the Philippines?
Yeah.
All right, I love his name. This is gem, right?
Yeah.
Like the stone, precious stone.
Yeah, but it's J.
Yeah, it's a J.
Yeah.
Gem, listen, you're here at the sushi bar in Kenya. You're from the Philippines. What are you doing in Kenya, man? How did you get to Kenya?
Somebody recruited me from Philippines 8 years ago,
Yeah.
and the rest is history.
Right, and to my left, I have Mr. Macau, a man who tells me he's from Machakos. Macau, VP. Yeah? How long have you been cooking, preparing sushi dishes?
For around 5 years.
5 years. From Machakos?
Yeah.
And where did you learn? Where did you learn?
I was taught by my chef.
Oh, right over here.
Yeah.
So you've been doing a lot of work, huh? Jen?
Yeah, it's Kenya are good. They're fast learners, so I love to teach them.
All right, look, I'm glad that you taught him how to prepare sushi. I want to know how it's done so that we can eat it, and that's a big deal. So what do we start? What do we do before?
So yeah, what I'm trying to do is to show you the classical and the fusion sushi.
Classical and a fusion of contemporary.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so
we start in the salad.
and that's a big knife, man.
Yeah.
So Jem is going to start us off with one of his special salads. And for this, he peels a cucumber, then cuts it into thin sheets before slicing it into nice fine pieces, which he then puts into a bowl. Next, he gets his imported crab sticks, which he unwraps, then shreds using his fingers and puts them into the bowl. Next, in comes the sauce. Also important, mind you, it's Japanese mayonnaise from the foot of Mount Fuji, no doubt. Inajoto ishikiki. A little toss here, a little turn there, and it's time to add in some sesame seeds. We call those sim sim. To top it up, he puts in some fish eggs, raw mind you, and these are salmon eggs. Looks really good when it's all said and done.
You're making the sushi roll.
Yeah.
You've got your bamboo,
Yeah.
and this banana fiber looking thing you say is seaweed.
This one is seaweed.
Seaweed. Lakini hii ni mchele bwana.
Cheddar, hii ni mchele.
Basmati,
No,
pishori,
no.
gani.
California rice.
What?
California.
California. Listen to these guys. Yeah? Okay, fine. Good. Show us what you do with it. With your California seaweed beet
Yeah, my tongue was trying to jump out of my mouth and straight into the sushi roll. But now that I got it all together, it's avocado, cucumbers, tuna, all wrapped in seaweed, covered in Californian rice using a bamboo mat. Got all that? So it's carefully rolled and rolled again, and this takes like 2 to 5 years of experience to do. And I noticed there's some sesame seeds as well. Hey, wase hiki tu imefinywa kabisa. It's properly rolled now. Afterwards, he cuts some more thin strips of avocado, places them on the roll, and guess what? He rolls it again. Now it's time for some salmon to be put into the mix, which is artfully placed together with, get this, some eel.
Listen, Macau just showed us how to make a sushi roll, and another one has appeared. You know he's from Machakos, right? So you know magic happens. So there's another one over here, and Jem is going to show us how to do something. The next step, Jem, what will that be?
Yeah, I'm going to do some sashimi tuna.
Just say that one more time. What?
Sashimi.
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 Sashimi is a kind of sushi, plain fish.
Okay.
Plain fish. This one is tuna from Mombasa.
From Mombasa.
Indian.
I clap for that. I clap for that. We have a Kenyan entry into our sushi dish.
Now, sashimi is actually your traditional sushi with absolutely nothing else added onto it. We've got your tuna, your salmon, and introducing into the plate some special eggs that are artfully cut up and presented to us. But I feel like I need to talk to some of the diners over here at the Phonecian.
I see you're eating a salad. You're all having salad. This is a starter, is it?
Absolutely, it's a healthy starter. We need to be healthy, so we begin with this.
Yeah, and you're having like a little bowl of salad. How healthy could that be?
Little and salad, two healthy words, yes.
Yeah? Okay, great. So how often do you come here to the Phonecian?
Well, we try and come about once a week, probably, something like this. We're here a lot.
Yeah? And what's your favorite meal at the Phonecian?
In the Phonecian, we like the sushi a lot. We like the prawn tempura. We also enjoy the Lebanese food. That's the great thing about this restaurant, the fusion, that you can get two different types of cuisine here, so we like that.
It's easier to handle chilies
Than
than the wasabi.
Okay.
Because with the chili you drink the water and it cools you down, but with wasabi, no, nothing cools it down. You got to come out of the nose and ear first. You know.
And now to put it all together, we put lettuce at the bottom, the earlier prepared salad on top, shredded seaweed, salmon caviar, shredded carrots, cucumber, sashimi, prawns, lemon slices, sushi rolls, more caviar, and of course, the one and only wasabi. And the end result looks like this. I'm at the table now, and the food looks very colorful. My senses are all over the place, and it's time for me to get my chow on.
That is delicious, man. That is delicious.
After helping myself to the rest of the sushi, I can say without a doubt that I definitely got world-class treatment at that world-class restaurant where sushi lives on, the Phonecian. Tell you what, this is what I call a great start to food heaven. From Shauri Moyo, where we showed you how to get ahead in soup making, to Pwani, Malindi dishes, where we tried out the biryani and taught you some Swahili mufti or sanifu, to the very world-class Phonecian, world-class in every sense of the word. That is food heaven for you. And I tell you what, keep your tummies rumbling, because next week we'll be out again trying to show you the great tastes in Kenya.